That was from Def, yeah. So not able to see that, but a quick maneuver over now towards the B site. You can see the smokes drop down late down as that late lurk that might play importance as well later on. Fight to be taken, no one really clearing, but okay, but Zekken managing it. Not only that, getting two for his troubles. Celsius pushing forwards past the smoke, yet Zekken watches it. Watchful eye on all the extremities. The pressure starts to mount on Cloud9, in particular Leaf. Holding his ground now with 30 seconds remaining.
The stun here is so good, potentially.
Oh, wow, Johnny just takes up the straight-up fight. Boombot heading towards him, gives him the timing that he knew to take.
There's
Backs
20
away,
seconds.
20 seconds. What is the goal? Where do you want to land? Opening up the door, looks like potentially into the B site, but a little bit on still. Holding the angle, pixel perfect. That's what it is for Marv. Taking out one of the players. Flash to the side, going to be dodged and still holding that high ground position. Slide off angle, the jiggle of the movement from Jake. He aims to take the fight, but doesn't get rewarded. Still being taken. And it's all being watched for. Zeppa, the Phantom spam, but two players watching him. He won't get much further than that.
Calm, considering the time limit.
And normally, now we're entering a scenario where Cloud9 are on the weaker guns, or on the weaker buy. And for any other team, you might start to talk about the storylines, the wider points. But with Cloud9, they are so damn successful. We're on these thrifty rounds.
It's just ridiculous.
An unbelievable level of consistency. And with those two opening picks they've already got, might look to put another one on the board. Why not? Rifles going their way. It's left down to just two, Sassy and Zekken. And what risks do you take? Pushing forwards here, Zekken doesn't want to try and take the timing. A ton of damage in the process, but he did find his placement there towards Waterfall. Deep in a tucked-in position. Stuns rattle across. Sassy, Paranoia, he's blinded up. Nanoswarm at his feet as well. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Cloud9 just like that. You can't count them out.
They went another thrifty. It's just bomb.
Aggressive angle, but we'll have to respect this one eventually because there we go. Finally coming through. Nade as well. So Flash is going to be one of the Nanoswarm. Zekken stood right in the fray of it. Chunked down to absolutely no help at all. Plan starts to go down. Where is the pit? Doesn't want to opt to use it. Still holding into the choke point, holding these angles. Gliding forwards. The Seekers, they're all blinded up. And they cannot stand a chance. Cloud9 flooding right back in, denying any opportunity. This one, here's the util. Popped off. Delays, denies any of them from being able to move up and take that space. Paranoia, Nade clearing out to the middle section, but Leaf still off to the side here. There was that nade up towards his feet, but now he's being really pressured hard. The lockdown pushing him back, and it's a pivot. Yet Rooney, he holds his ground and holds it down. The convergence on his position, just into the connector. But still, they will not get any further into the B site, and the spike is in such an awful spot. 15 seconds left in a 2v4. Just got to save. Got to back away, got to try and keep these rifles, yet they can't afford to it. Fight's still being taken, they know where Def is. His position's noted, and he is taken out.
Leaf can be very happy about that one.
Away. The alarm bot's going to be spotting one of the players moving close. That's Marv, so alerted now to the presence, and you might start to see those rotations coming through from Cloud9.
30 seconds left.
Job as Elsis is just to try and hold on for as long as he possibly can, and it won't be for much long at all. Viper's Pit in the hands of Marv here. Can drop that one down and give some coverage. The rest of his team, but he is very low.
Yeah, he's only 20 health.
One shot will really bring down the entirety of this defense as they get into the post plan. Still, Cloud9 look to coalesce themselves now, pushing forwards into the pit. Dropping down, Zekken holding one angle for it. Moving though, vulnerable up, and well, right through the box. Cornered up angle, gliding. Marv. Decayed down, has to back away. The pit will be falling in just a moment. Where's the rest of his team to help him out here? Spamming every single corner of it. Pit's going to be falling any moment now. Spraying through. Rain it down. Pancada just was not noted. He didn't know that Jake had already maneuvered his way to the side.
Off a very nice lurk here.
Yep. Deep through, but this wall's about to be dropping soon, and there's going to be three players meeting one of them. There we go. Pancada does not anticipate it. Looking towards the top of the staircase.
Oh, but Marv knows that they're all retreating.
But it's about this fight, and Leaf is so damn aware.
That's ridiculous.
The way he peeks that angle, the way he takes that fight.
I can't believe that.
Fully favored.
I'm amazed that he thinks Marv could be in that spot. But it is Marv. And now in a 2v5, it is very sad signs for Sentinels.
10 seconds left.
Remember, Cloud9 have dominated every other North American team that we've got. Sentinels, sure, Sassy and Pancada are on the squad, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to save them here.
The B site. Celsius perfectly willing to let them in here. Confidence in their retakes for the rest of his team, because the position's noted. Look at this from Leaf as well, flanking all the way through main. The extra element, but with a Viper Pit in play now, this is where things do get a little bit more tricky. Kill found as well towards heaven. That's Pancada winning his fight, but Marv low enough that a single bullet again will bring him down. As soon as he's down, and yep, dealt with, so does the Pit. Flash, not finding anything. Fight to be taken, swinging all the way through. Sassy does well to get two, but left up to Pancada. Tap, down to the one-on-one, sticking it through Rooney. Smoke covering him all the way. Pro's not faking in the slightest, and that's 9-3. Absolutely impeccable stuff.
A dominant half and heartbreak there. Ridiculous.
Now the angles are watched for. Nanoswarm's dropped down, and his post plant set up by Cloud9 is so damn good. Already putting the pressure and the heat turned up. Off to the side, smoking away. Leaf doesn't overstep his boundaries. He backs away almost immediately. He's done his job with the kill found. Nade as well, going to be clearing him out all the way, but look at how fast he's ducking, weaving, bobbing, juking his way past all this utility, up close into the smoke. Pancada wins his one. Still the trade is there, sticking it. Not to halfway though. To get off of it now. Positions noted for Rooney. Do they have the util to really deny this one? I believe the Nanoswarm's cleared. Right clicks down. It's up to Zekken. A tap onto it. Was hoping for a wider swing, but no one's giving him any ground or space whatsoever. And with the pistol round one, this map is on the low, given the changes they ended up making back and forth, obviously. I'm going to bring in Rooney and Jake with not much experience at all, but they've shored up those defensives. Still, fast play. Pushing deep into C. Pancada, let's get the first kill, but backing away now on a bit of a spam angle. It's no Odin in the hands of Marv. He's waiting for this plan to come down in a common enough position, but Cloud9, look at that discipline. Again, they waste it out. They don't rush into things. They get the first pick, but they're perfectly happy to slow this down and wait for the cooldowns once more. Orb coming up. Swing from Jake as well. Takes the fight, but there's a trade almost immediately there, yet still. Backup finally arriving with the gun advantage that they've got in their hands. Flash, Sassy dodges, and Sassy contains.
Post-plant lineups from a long way away.
Seekers though to try and re-clear this one. Dog broken. In but a moment here, Zekken round the back. Leaf doesn't have the crosshair placement. So fight one. Clearing up some of the Nanoswarms, the one popped off, and his post-plant can still be played from the top of the mountain position. How do you win this one? Depth. Smoking it off still. Seeing it now, the Viper Orb, as well as that, a bit of spam at battle back and forth, and I hate it when the rounds come down to this, because it really does feel like a coin flip at best, but time is running so damn short. Crosser placement was good. Spike ticking down, though. You don't have that luxury anymore. Can't play it, have to back away, have to save, so Cloud9 find himself on that 12th round, on that map point. All the way, and we sing the praise of this Cloud9 team. Towards the A side, Nade around the back, Paranoia as well, moving backwards and forwards. Leaf still claiming two, off to the side. Dev still on a high ground position. He's only going to get two before eventually brought down.
And there's the advantage that Sentinels could just never find on their attack half. The brawl that happens, usually favoring the attackers. Marv forced to make a play with a player disadvantage.
Yep, drops down. He's noted. They're going to be able to hear that one. Lockdown in play as well. And now there has to be an increase of the tempo. The pace brought up a tad, but no, respect to be shown. Backing away from the ultimate, you're going to get to take Pancada. Oh no. And now that spike timer ticking away. It's agony. It's going to be brutal. And what much more can you do? The post plant setup, playing safe all the way back. Spam angles with the Odins. They know exactly where to aim for here. Fight has to be taken. Not winnable at all. 13 rounds versus the 4 that Sen picked up, and map 1 is theirs. It's across all other squads that are going to be in that split. So here we see it. Contacting up. Fight's going to be taken very early on, and well, player quality might be matched pound for pound, but the coordination of Cloud9 is just that much better. So effective. Pump flood in entirely. They just break the util and push back that to buy time for the rest of their team now. Start to get into position. Spike going to be planted, an opportunity granted, but with the smoke cutting off one of those angles towards halls.
Nobody
This
peeking
is so
together.
hard. Yeah,
Perfectly disciplined.
Pancada, he's holding for the wider swing there towards the top, but Sen, I mean, there is footage, recent footage at that on how they've been playing. A fight might be taken though here towards the door. Boombot opening up wide. Sassy does hold down the one angle. Still Leaf wants to really take the fight to them. Another deep flash with the stinger. Not really too favored in a long-range engagement. Yetzepa, he picks up the pieces towards the end. The full damage done. Flash as well. Aftershock. Pushing them back, but guess what? Jake on the flank. Def slight adjustment to the movement there. Over the strike. As Jake thought he was going to be pushed and punished there. Pushed back. Marv does clean up that one kill still. Whoa! My goodness, meeting him face and face. And the spike steadily cement that lead.
That situation was like Leaf ordered next day delivery on the spike. It just, the delivery driver just came zipping over the rope and handed it to him.
He's on quite in position. Now the Seekers to try and push them back here. Jake needs to stay alive. Nade rebounded. 10 health. Doesn't rebound deep enough. He's still alive. Stimmy now. Dropped. And another nade as well to push back that angle. Zekken can't take the fight. Can't afford to do it. Now the showstopper. Unleashed. Doubled up. Taking the fights. Dropped down into the choke. Marved to line up across the map, but he's the last one left. He's got to try and deny this long enough, and it's already half. Spraying, beaming, drops him, but it is half on the defuse already, and he needs to stay alive for any chance of winning this round. Smoke in his face, 7 HP, drop down, jumping around the corner. The shorty finishes it. There's not going to be too much resistance. Still, now the Rolling Thunder. This is where the ults might come into play. Showstopper as well, but, well, Pancada, he's been dealt with. And that's got to be a hard read. You got to know that he was probably alone in that position. There wasn't a follow-up. And all that space being vacuumed up, taken. In the blink of an eye, 3 of the players moving forwards now. Flash as well, Satchel, deeper. Taking the angles, taking a fight. Sen have to take some risks and have to take some fights, and they will indeed. Orbital strike, splits it up. But yes, still not winning the fights here. Smoked off now. Down to just 2 players left standing, and Def needs to be the difference maker because inside the smoke, Marv, a timing was attempted, but it's all being watched for. There are no gaps at all.
Oh my God, what a contact.
Just going to contact into each other again, and yeah, Rudy was holding the stun for the fault line.
Here.
Just a 1-for-1 though. It's traded.
So this is very different. Now Sentinels actually have some space, some room to work with.
That's a good prowler as well, actually, as Jake was trying to do. What? Rudy? He just swings main.
That's crazy. They
Pushes
didn't
them
expect him
back.
to be there. They thought he'd be playing Jenny again.
That was out his teammate. And oh my goodness, all the space as well. That was a deep push through A main while all that was happening.
My ultimate is ready.
No stone unturned. Pancada, 45 health. Maybe he can salvage it. A bit of indication. He's found the first 2, but the job's not finished. Spike, really unfavorable. Just under a minute left to work with. Has the lockdown, but does he choose to invest it? Might just opt into taking the fights, but he knows he's got to be going up against at least a decent crossfire. Setup, it's a 3-2-1 and a swing from that. Cloud9.
A turret contact. I think they're going to melt Pancada.
This is so bizarre. Where is this going to be going?
Pancada's going to get turned into soup, mate. Look at this.
Is it really off the target? I mean, meanwhile, while this is happening, by the way, Leaf is just alone, taking luxuries around the map. He had an operator, of course. He's built up the bank enough that he can afford it. Got a rifle
Turret
pushing
contact.
out. There it is. Turret contact. Orbital strike. Doesn't stand a chance. Melted into nothing. Evaporated. Whatever you want to call it.
God.
Nobody is there. And so...
Oh no, that's the horn.
Oh, it's a
That's
horn.
on the siege.
Okay. Just to try and spot it.
It's supposed to land on the top of the building.
Will it matter though? Because Jules being taken, fights being won. For Cloud9 yet again. Def, 4 HP in a dream, just lets loose the Rolling Thunder. Pushes them away, lockdown as well, and it feels like at this point there's no semblance of an idea of how they're using these ults.
Well, they have actually gotten a lot of space in order to plant the spike, so I think that ult combo is pretty fine. But you have to hold off Zeppa. He's coming around behind with a showstopper, and this is going to be able to make so much space. Pancada's holding it with an op. He's got to hit this shot. He's got to.
And he does indeed. Straight to the brain. Picks up the rifle. Now to try and contain. Here we can see the flood. An attempt by Cloud9 pushing forward. Sassy with the first fight taken. A quick reset. Tap, okay. Let it be known
in the right spot.
Sassy's dumping his util into Hall to try and fake like they're going towards A, but no one on Cloud9 is budging. Showstopper to the side, Zekken. I mean, he's looking for something there towards Canteen, expecting a player to be holding. No one's looking to the side. Sassy, he does return the fire, brings it down. Rooney still alive, body blocked for about a moment. Operator in the hands of Zephyr. It makes the retake a little bit awkward. Celsius swinging wide. He's brought down 3-on-3. Spike's still not planted, though. And time is running short. No attempt to be made. Flick to the side, though. An adjustment from Zephyr. His target is found. The play is weak enough here with Sassy and Def. Got to play together. Got to play well. Nade pushing him back. Satchel as well in place. Someone's close. They are just converging. It's a pincer play as well through main together, taking their time with it because that's it. That's all you got to do. So well drilled. 11 rounds.
Play here looks very good. Fault line off contact.
This could boom them.
Wait, who's holding
Grabbing
contact
the orb.
though? Where?
Surely off the orb here. You let loose the stun. Yes, you do. Players letting rip here. Tapping a ghost. Maybe you can find the target. Sassy! Damage is done. But Jake survives. Still in the fight with 16 health. Boombot spotted. They do spot out Leaf's position. Spike, though, still in the hands of a few of them, so they're going to start rummaging and running all the way through into the other section of the site. There will be a play to meet them. It's Def, but he is low on 10 health. Dropping down now. It's going to be known what sort of timing gets taken moving forwards. Fight, swarming the position, straight onto it. Rooney left alive, but there we go. Shots landed from the frenzy. Lines up. Just seeing it. Just from that prior round into the Thrifty.
The flank, though, comes through a tree.
And
behind them
more
already.
fight to be taken. Yep, Zekken and Sassy together. Working in tandem, making sure that they can push them all the way through and back and away. Winning out these fights. And the anchor position, Pancada, he does get his one, but eventually traded out. Rejoining.
So that's a very good adaptation from Sentinels, and it really punishes that slower style as Cloud9 are picking up the orbs. Well done by them.
No, Jake. They know exactly where he's sitting. At least roughly his position towards Arcade here. There's not too much you can do when there's a smoke in your face. 30 seconds left as well. Just got to wait for them to dissipate, and one player takes contact. I love the movement there to isolate one of the fights. He knew the re-swing was happening there from into the position. They can hear that plan as well being triggered, but the longer they take with this, the worse it's going to get. Nightfall, is there an attempt to flood in? Catches, decayed down. Zephyr, he's so damn low, but no kill in sight. Lockdown's going to be used now, pushing them all away. Time being bought. I mean, Leaf was on the ropes there, trying to catch a reflank as well. This is still dangerous, though. Cloud9, they've got that orbital strike in the back pocket. I was talking about it earlier and prior. Have to use their util now to clear them out. The molly, though. Time's being bought. The spike's going to start ticking. Lockdown used. And which one do you prioritize? Which one do you break? Onto the ult. That's where they choose to use it. Denies it. Is there going to be half onto this one? It's getting messy, it's getting scrappy, it's getting chaotic. Def pushes forward to the lockdown, half on the defuse, and again, Mark looks down the angle, shuts it down with a wider swing.
There's nade here to deny. They have seized nade, in fact, if they wanted to go for it.
Fault line, buy some time. Common angle, close angle. Prowler doesn't spot it. Fight taken straight to him, and a reload's been gone off here. There was no trade from Sassy because he was holding his utility.
What a perfect play by Leaf as well, reading the fact that he would catch both players with util in their hands.
And it's falling apart ever so slightly. 3 versus 3. Still that extra element here. Has to be a clearance. Mark turning, twisting this way, that way. And Cloud9 is so good at this. They pick and choose their timings immaculately. Flash around the side, Leaf wins his fight. It's down to Bancada, and he's so low. 42 health. And they just take it. The timing there, jump spotting around the corner. And the Sentinels are going to get tested here. There's a rolling front to deny. Time is not a luxury that they have. They have to play this fast. A timing to be taken here. Zekken on the ropes, though. He made a bit of noise, but it wasn't heard in the smoke. Zephyr moving around, pushing forwards. It's a wider swing, but he's low enough that a bit of damage will do it. But still, they need to get on this, and they need to force out that ult. Rolling Thunder still waiting. Finally now, denying it. Molly on top of it as well. Time running short, moving forwards. Kills found, kills claimed. And Sentinels might still have a chance. Aftershock, though. Marv's got to stick this to half, and this could be a brutal way to end it. Leaf taking the space, moving forwards and beaming and through 13 to 6.